I'm a man and woman who say it's okay approaching woman at the gym is terrible advice. I noticed all the women posting advice for men never actually do anything. They are assuming they are so attractive and guys should approach them, but never do anything about it and aren't willing to. Guys, this is a teeny of the female population. Most women aren't this thirsty waiting for you to ask them out. This is why most cold approaches go wrong. I will tell you this: never take any advice about dating women from straight women. The reason for this is the woman will tell you about her preferences. That's one person out of billions. She doesn't know what other women want because she never tried dating them. Why you should take the advice from other men? Because they have tried and they see the results for themselves. They will tell you what works on most people, or if they have more experience, what works for what you are looking for or are wanting. Always ignore women's advice. I'm sorry, but that's simply what I am seeing and what I have realized to be the truth. Right. Please do not approach me at the gym or anywhere where you may see me with my noise-canceling headphones on. It baffles me how often I'm out in the public wearing them, and men think it's a good idea to try to speak to me. I do agree with the fact that the gym isn't exactly a place to pick up women. Speaking for myself personally, I go to the gym to distress, work out, and maybe have some light friendly banter. But I don't want to attract undue male attention. I'm sweaty, red in the face, and my struggling with weights face is not exactly sexy, haha. However, it seems like you have a fear of approaching women in public in general. I think that may be something to think about, because I've been approached by some men who I don't necessarily find attractive, and I never really found them creepy, or told my friends about them, unless they make their sexual intentions a bit too forwardly. On the other hand, even attractive men who act a certain way can be creepy. In fact, I'd say they tend to be even creepier, because they assume they can get away with saying anything. Big generalization, of course, but that's been my experience. I know I'm not going to change your mind with a random Reddit comment, but from my perspective, one's creepiness depends on what they do and say. If you hit on me and I'm not attracted to you, but you're still super kind and fun and easy to talk to, well, why would I badmouth you to anyone if you're so friendly? Approaching someone at the gym is tricky, and getting signals wrong could lead to awkwardness. Totally agree that it's better to be cautious and respect everyone's space. If there's real interest, better to connect naturally outside the gym. Keeping it respectful and comfortable is key. It's not worth it to approach nowadays anyway. I'd never approach women in a gym. Honestly bro, we don't have to worry if we're respectful about it. I agree, that's why dating apps exist. Gym is suckicrid, would not approach. Might say hi at best to regulars, more than that it's up to her to do the heavy lifting, pun intended. You can approach women at the gym, but it's how you do it and paying attention to them as well. Like if they have their headphones on and not making eye contact with anyone, then leave them alone. I think that the guys who worry about being demonized for approaching a woman are likely socially inept. If you don't have the ability to read social cues or understand what kind of greetings and conversations are appropriate, then you might have a higher chance of being perceived as a creep. You can either try to work on that or not, and meet people other ways, but that doesn't mean everyone else has to avoid approaching and talking to the opposite sex at the gym. Signed, a gym girl who has been asked out respectfully and the world didn't end when I kindly declined. The real truth is single, available women generally don't care when and where hot men hit on them. Dude is attractive and doesn't act off-putting? Bring on the flirting. Gym, church, grocery store, gas station, bar. Maybe not a funeral, but I'm sure there are exceptions. Women don't like unattractive men hitting on them, especially when they are otherwise occupied. We as women are rarely so busy, so focused and so specific about location that we will shoot down a hot man because the timing isn't perfect. Women who do act like that very likely have other issues. Don't view it a move on a woman when she's repping a heavy set of deads that would piss me off no matter how gorgeous the dude is, but don't be afraid to strike up conversation at the gym. Or anywhere. I met some cool men and women when I was still lifting at a commercial gym. I have my own weights at home now and sometimes miss the social aspect of the gym. Guys definitely hit on me. Some guys were just really freaking cool and I felt honored that they took the time to talk shop with me. People need to stop being so weird about socializing. Talk to people. Stop making it such thing. In today's society, looks are the only thing that really matters. If she finds the man to be attractive, she will engage appropriately. If she thinks he's ugly, no matter what he says and as polite and respectful he is, he will always be labeled as a creep. It's that simple, folks. Too many of people's problems is they seem to think approaching someone means you walk up to them and lead the conversation to the point where they ask them out. If you see a person, regardless of gender, that you want to talk to, you should feel comfortable enough to talk to them. Stop thinking you only need to talk to people to ask them out. And no matter how much advice us men give to women to have them make the first move, it's just not in their nature. If you having been going to the gym for a while, see someone frequently, and want to talk to them, then try to talk to them when the moment presents itself. This shit is not rocket science, and being afraid of women your entire life will literally do nothing for you. If you can't smile and say hey, how are you when you walk past your gym crush BC, you're afraid of being classified as freak, then God help you. I know the internet has made the idea of human connection hard, but just try. Just try to talk to other humans with the thought in mind that they are probably just as anxious and lonely as you, and they are just as human. Buddy got hurt, haha. If she is making eye contact and smiling, you can absolutely at least introduce yourself when she's not in the middle of working out. OP clearly has some issues. You guys are so fucking ridiculous. If you get called a creep at any point for approaching someone, I guarantee you did it in a way that was genuinely creepy and off-putting. If you're respectful and willing to take no as an answer, no one is going to give you a hard time about it. TLDR, y'all deserve to be alone. Many people treat gyms now like singles bars. They run through everyone at one gym, then after their contract is up, they move on to another gym. Yeah, don't bother people at the gym. But it's a relief when a new gym opens, and all of the horned dogs start going there to shoot their shot. They are such a nuisance, and once they are gone you don't have to deal with them. Whether you're the man or the woman, clear communication is essential. A smile might be friendly, but it could also be a sign of interest. If you're interested, maybe try making eye contact or a brief hello to see if the other person is receptive. Agree. Any place that people go to regularly around the same time during the same days of the week work, gym is a no, since there's a chance of bumping into them. Let's just be honest here, no single woman is offended when a man they find attractive approaches in a respectful way. Now if they don't find you attractive, then it's problem.